Hello and welcome to my channel. I am going to do Excel chapter 5 cumulative merchandise. Basically, this is the fifth chapter of Excel section of my IT-Lab course, and this is the newly introduced course Exp22. I will do this assignment step by step, and you can get your assignment done by watching this video. If you want me to do this assignment for you, or if you want me to do this complete course for you, including Excel assignments, Word assignments, PowerPoint assignments, or Excel assignments, my WhatsApp and email is showing at the bottom of the screen, and my email and WhatsApp direct chat link is also given in the description of this video. So you can contact me either through email or WhatsApp. You can hire me for your other courses like accounting, management, computer sciences, programming assignments, mathematics, statistics, information technology, and all writing assignments as well. So let's start this assignment and solve this step by step so that you can solve your assignment by watching this video. So let's move to the instruction file now. So title of the assignment is Exp22 Excel chapter 5 Cumulative Merchandise 1.1. So this is the fifth chapter of Excel section. Basically this course has 4 sections: Excel, Word, PowerPoint, and Access. So at start of the instruction you can see this project description. Please go through this project description and please read this completely so that you can get an idea about the assignment or you can understand the assignment. But main part of the assignment is starting from step 1, and total steps to solve in this assignment are 25. So these 5 steps, 25 steps we will solve to get this assignment done. So let's move to first step of the assignment now. So it is saying that start Excel, download and open the file name Exp22 Excel chapter 5 Cumulative Merchandise. Gradle has automatically added your last name to the beginning of the file. So we are supposed to download this Excel workbook, and this is the Excel workbook where we are supposed to apply all the instructions, formulas and functions to get the assignment done. So you can get this file or get this workbook from your My IT Lab or Pearson dashboard, and your name will be added to the file name. So we will move to step 2 because step number 1 is just about downloading the file. So step number 2 is your first task is to sort the data set on the appear worksheet. Ensure that appear worksheet is active. Sort the data by week in alphabetical order and then further sort it by the category in the alphabetical order. So we are supposed to sort in the appear worksheet data. First is by the week and second one is by the category. So this is the apparel worksheet and we are supposed to do some sorting of this data set. So that we can simply do by going to the home tab and then go to the sort and filter and select the custom sort from here. So now we are supposed to add 2 levels of the sort that are required. First one is by the week and it should be sorted, or order of the sort should be alphabetical. And the second one is by the category. So I will add a new level of the sort and now we will select the category from here, and it should also be by alphabetical order. So click OK. So now this data set has been sorted by week and then by category. So let's move to next step, that is step number 3. You want to focus on the apparel sales within 1 month. You will insert subtotal rows to display total sales by week and by category. Use the subtotal feature to insert subtotal rows by the week to calculate the totals for the quantity sold and the gross revenue. Add a second subtotal, removing the first subtotal by category to calculate without removing the first total. Okay. Calculate the totals for the quantity sold and gross revenue. So basically now we are supposed to insert the subtotal rows, and that we can do by using the subtotal features in the Excel. So there are two subtotal rows. First one is by the week to calculate the total for the quantity sold and gross revenue, and second is by the category. So let me go to the sheet and now click on the data tab, and in data tab you can see this outline, and scroll it down or click this arrow and you can see the subtotal feature here. Click on it. So first subtotal should be subtotal rows by the week to calculate the totals for the quantity and the gross revenue. This one. So we will select the week from here, and it should be give us the total, and total will be the sum for the quantity sold and gross revenue. So gross revenue is already selected, and I will select the quantity sold as well. And click OK. So I have added the subtotal rows by the week. Now we are supposed to add the second subtotal row by the category. So we will again go to outline and select the subtotal. Now we are supposed to add the subtotal by category. This one. So select category from here and select again quantity and sold. Now we are supposed not to replace current subtotal, so we will uncheck this box and click OK. So we have added the subtotal rows according to the requirements by week and the category. So that is all required in step number 3 of this assignment. So I am solving this assignment step by step, and I am going very slowly so that you can understand this assignment. And now I will move to next step of the assignment, that is step number 4. So step number 4 is to focus on the gross revenue. You will apply an outline and collapse columns. Create an automatic outline and collapse the outline above the gross revenue. So now, as we have added the subtotal rows, now we are supposed to add the automatic outline, and then we will collapse the columns, collapse the outline above the gross revenue. So just go to this outline and then go to the groups, and you can see the auto outline feature here. So select this auto outline feature. It will give us a warning that modify existing outline. Yes, we are going to modify the existing outline, and using the auto outline, just click OK. So this has been, so auto outline has been applied to this one. So now we are supposed to collapse outline above gross revenue. So collapse this one. So that is all about step number 4 of the assignment. So we have solved 4 steps of this assignment so far, and now we're gonna do next step, that is step number 5. So step number 5 is, next you want to create a blank pivot table and then name it. Display the quarter 1 worksheet and create a blank pivot table on a new worksheet. Do not add data to data model. Name the pivot table quarter 1 sales. Change the name of the worksheet to sales pivot table. Display the quarter 1 worksheet and create a blank pivot table on a new worksheet. Do not add data to data model. So let me move to quarter 1 worksheet now, and now we are supposed to add or create a blank pivot table on a new sheet. So click anywhere in this table and now click on the insert table and insert tab, and we are supposed to add a pivot table. Just click on from table. So it is showing us a range starting from quarter 1 is the worksheet name, starting from A3 up to H57. So it is saying that do not add this to data model. So we will uncheck this box and it should be on a new sheet. Yes, and click OK. So we have created a blank pivot table on a new sheet, and now name the pivot table quarter 1 sales. So now click on the table and go to the pivot table analyze and go to pivot table from here, and now we are supposed to change the name, and name should be quarter 1 sales. So I will type quarter 1 sales. After typing this, press enter, and you can see that quarter 1 sales, that is the name of this pivot table. After that, change the name of the worksheet to sales pivot table. So now we will change the name of the sheet, that should be sales pivot table. Yes. So I have changed the name of the sheet and the name of the pivot table. So that is all about step number 5 of this assignment. Now let's move to next step, that is step number 6. So we are done with this one. And step number 6 now. The pivot table should determine total number of items sold and the total gross revenue by the category for the first quarter. Place the category field in the rows. Place the gross revenue and the quantity sold field as the values. So now we are supposed to place the fields of this pivot table in the rows, columns, filters, and the values. So click on it and it will show us the pivot table fields. This one is showing us the pivot table fields, and now we are supposed to add the place the category field in the rows. So now we are supposed to place the category field in the rows. So select the category from here and place it in the rows. Then place the gross revenue as the values, gross revenue as the values, and also the quantity sold field as the values. So quantity sold field as the values. So we have placed the category to rows, gross revenue and quantity sold field to the values. And that is all required in step 6 of this assignment. So step 6 is done now. And now we're gonna do next step, that is step number 7 of this assignment. So step number 7. You will format the values in the pivot table to look more professional and change the custom names that displays as column heading. Modify the sum of gross revenue field with the custom name total gross revenue and apply accounting number format with 0 decimal places. So now we are supposed to do some sorting of the gross revenue field that is given in the values. Just right click on it and click this value field setting. So now we are supposed to make this custom name to total gross revenue. So I will remove the sum of gross and I will type total gross revenue. That should be the custom name for this field as required in step 7. And now we are supposed to apply the accounting number format with 0 decimal places. So go to number format, select accounting and make the decimal places to 0. So custom name, then I have changed the number format for the this one, sum of gross revenue, and you will see that this sum of gross revenue will change to total gross revenue. See, total gross revenue, and accounting number format has been applied to these values given in the gross revenue column. So that is all about step 7 of the assignment. So we are done with 7 steps of this assignment so far. So now we will move to next step, and that is step number 8. And we will solve step 8 of the assignment now. So next step is step 8. Modify the sum of quantity sold field with the custom name total quantity sold and apply the number format with 0 decimal places and select the use 1000 separator option. So now we are supposed to modify the quantity sold field just like we have modified the gross revenue field. So we will again go to the sheet and then we will modify the quantity sold field according to these requirements. So this is the sum of quantity sold field and we are supposed to modify this one. Go to field setting. First we are supposed to change the custom name, and custom name should be total quantity sold. So we will remove the sum of type total quantity sold. That is the required custom name mentioned in the instruction. Now we are supposed to apply the number format. It should be accounting number format. Number format, we are supposed to apply the number format with 0 decimal places, and then we are supposed to use the 1000 separator option. So we will check this one, use 1000 separator option. So you will see that the sum of quantity sold will be changed to the total quantity sold and number format will be applied to these values mentioned in column C. This one, total quantity sold and 1000 separated, that is for the comma, has been applied to the values in column C, that is under the quantity sold column. So that is all about step 8 of this assignment. So I have solved 8 steps so far, and now we will move to next step, that is step 9. So step number 9 is now you want to insert a timeline so that you can filter the pivot table by month. Insert a timeline for the month field. Click or select March to filter the pivot table to display only March data. Cut the timeline and paste it in cell A9. Set the timeline width to 3.3 inches. So let me go to the sheet and go to this. One second. Okay, insert. Where is timeline? I forgot. One second. Timeline. Yeah. So it will be in pivot table analyze, and you can see that we are supposed to insert the timeline and it should be for the month. Okay. So I have inserted the timeline for the month field. Now it is saying that click or select March to filter the pivot table to display only March data. So I will select the month from here. Month from here is March data, and you can see that this data is only for the month of March now. Now cut the timeline and paste it in cell A9. So cut this and paste it in cell A9. And final thing to do in this step is set the timeline width to 3.3 inches. So we will go to the timeline and width should be 3.3 inches. So that is all required in step number 9 of this assignment. So I am going to do step number 10 now. This will be the final steps that I am going to do, and for the remaining steps I will just give you an overview so that you can complete those steps on your own. But I will give you an overview for those steps. So step number 10 is you want to create a pivot chart to display percentages in a pie chart. Insert a pivot chart pie chart that depicts the categories and the gross revenue. Cut the chart and paste it in cell D1. So now we are supposed to insert a pivot chart. And the type of the pivot chart should be pie. So just go to click on here, go to insert tab and click on the pivot chart. So now we are supposed to use pie chart as a pivot chart. So select pie chart from here. So I have inserted the pie chart, and now it is saying that cut the chart and paste in cell D1. So it is for the total gross revenue and the quantity sold as mentioned in the categories and gross revenue. So that is all about step number 10. So we are done with 10 steps of this assignment so far. So for the remaining steps, I will just give you an overview so that you can complete those steps on your own. But if you want me to do, I am available and I can do this assignment for you and I can do this complete course for you. So now let me show you the final version for this assignment. So I have shown you 10 complete steps for this assignment, and for the remaining steps you can hire me to do this assignment for you, or you can hire me to do this complete course for you. So I request you to subscribe to my channel, like my video and comment to my video. And if you have any question, my WhatsApp and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. You can contact me either through WhatsApp or email. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another video. Thank you so much again.